Welcome, my name is Irene Alda. Today with Oisho, we're going to work on a short sequence for tree pose. So we'll get started on our mat seated. You can bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide apart. You'll come to lay down on your back, somewhere where it feels comfortable for you. And you can bring both hands onto your belly. You can close your eyes for a moment here. Coming in to check in with your breath. With your body, are there any areas that you can relax a little further, maybe around the glutes or the legs? Perhaps you can find your Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with it. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose and activating the muscles of the throat. At your own time, you can bring the left hand towards your left inner thigh and the right hand towards your right inner thigh, and gently press one and then the other to sway the hips side to side. Keeping this rock-like motion at a rhythm that feels comfortable to you. With the help of your hands, on the exhale, you'll bring the hands outside of your thighs and bring your knees in towards one another, and then straighten your legs towards the ground. You'll bend the right knee and bring the right sole of your foot, so maybe you can help yourself with one hand. So coming into a tree pose, but completely supine. The left toes gaze upwards, and maybe you can bring your hands behind you if that feels okay. You can close your eyes for a moment here. Maybe activating slightly the sole of the right foot towards your left inner thigh. On your exhale, you can bring the right hand over towards your right leg to bring the right knee looking up, and then lengthening the right leg next towards the left. On the inhale, bring the left knee in, and you'll bring the left sole of your foot inwards. You can maybe slightly adjust with the help of your hand. The right foot, the toes will look up, and if you did it on the other side, maybe you'd like to bring the arms upward. You can keep the gaze up or maybe close your eyes, so really whatever feels more comfortable for you here. When you're ready on the exhale, you can bring the left knee to look up. Exhale, right knee in with the left, and you can bring both knees in towards the chest. You can give yourself a little squeeze here and begin to roll forward until you reach a tabletop position. So your knees are underneath your hips and your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Fingers nice and wide, very, very active. Curl the toes, inhale, and on the exhale, allow the hips to go up high, finding your downward facing dog. You can keep a bend in the knees so that the spine stays nice and straight. And if you need to move a little bit here, you can always go ahead. Inhale to gaze towards your hands. And on the exhale, you'll walk your hands back all the way towards your feet at the back of the mat. Bend your knees a little bit more, be generous. And taking with your hands opposite elbows, you can allow yourself to go side to side. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the jaw. Maybe bringing a little bit more weight onto your toes than the heels. On your next exhale, lower the hands down, bend the knees a little further, and inhale as you gently rise all the way up. Once you're all the way up, come to gaze at your toes, feet hip distance apart, opening up your feet, your toes as wide as you can, and maybe testing a little bit the action. How does the feet counterbalance? So bringing a little bit more weight forward and then back. You can also try a little bit side to side. Testing out your balance. And then bringing your feet together at the center of the mat, you'll place your right heel on top of the left toe. So making sure your left toe touches your right heel. Hands can be at your hips or heart center, wherever it is that feels more comfortable and balanced. Find a point to look at in front of you And this might seem maybe a little easy, so here comes the challenge. I'll ask you to close your eyes. And probably when you close your eyes, it feels like you really are on a tightrope. So paying a lot of close attention to your ankles. What is it that they're doing to keep you on balance? And we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can gently open the eyes and give yourself a little shake. And then you bring your left foot in front. So this time the right toes will touch the left heel. Find a point forward to find your balance on your feet. And when you're ready, once again, you can close your eyes and we'll get into our tightrope. And maybe one side feels quite different from the other, that's fine. We'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can come to open your eyes, inhale, and exhale, you can shake it out a little bit. So I'll switch my position, but you can stay as you are. We'll start with our feet together, and I'll give you 3 different options for your tree pose. So you can place the right foot next to your left ankle. You can put the sole of the foot into your calf. Or, the third option, you can bring the sole of the foot into your inner thigh. So whichever 3 variations is fine. Just choose one that feels comfortable to you and that you can keep your balance. Hands can be at heart center or on your hips. And then find a point of focus that helps you stay in balance. And if this feels okay, maybe you can try reaching the arms up. Maybe you can open the arms. So we're challenging our balance here. It's good that the ankle slightly moves. Maybe you can even change your gaze or perhaps even close the eyes. So allowing yourself to play with the arm position and switching out the gaze. Whenever you're ready, hands can come together and exhale, you'll lower down and bring down the right foot. You can shake it out a little bit and we'll go for the other side. So we'll start off feet together, more weight onto your right foot. Same 3 options, you can decide left foot on your ankle, on your calf, or on the inner thigh. Pressing the foot firmly against your right leg. Again, hands can be at heart center if that feels okay for you. Option to stay here, or if you try it on the other side, maybe bringing the arms up, maybe opening like your tree, allowing it to grow. And perhaps you can play a bit with your balance. What happens if you take your arms in one direction or the other, as if there's a wind blowing on your branches? If you did it on the other side, you can also play with the gaze. What happens if you lift it up, or if you maybe close your eyes? And when you're ready at your own time, you can bring the hands together and on the exhale, lowering it back down. You can give yourself a little shake. Thank you very much for joining in the short sequence for tree pose for Oisho, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.